Welcome to my Zone 2-3 garden. Potatoes, storage onions, broccoli, and cauliflower. More storage onions, red kind, shelling peas, 2 rows, well, 4 rows. Plants that need to go out when we're finished our yard. Mostly Saskatoons hidden in there. And some elderberry. My miniature corn, which will only get to 3 feet high. Squashes back down there. Pickling cukes at the back of the greenhouse inside. My garlic, which I'm pulling today. Tony. Wave, Tony. Brussels sprouts. Cabbages. Bean bed. Green onions. And some beets in this front bed. Lettuce is there. And carrots at the back. Right there, of course, you can see them. Tomato house, doing really good this year. More beets, right there. Snap and snow peas. Snow peas, the purple kind. And another look at my tomato house. Coming along nicely. Third and final video. This is a fence that we finally finished off my garden this spring, and eventually that will all be rhubarb along there. This will be a sliding gate that's going to be done this fall, and that way I can bring the tractor in if I need to. Oh, I forgot to open. I just got a net over top for now just to keep the deer out. We built a rock wall here and leveled it all off on the inside so that I can have this sitting area eventually. It'll be covered, and so I can harden my plants off out here easily. These are plants I've got for seed heads. And yeah, my greenhouse, of course, for hardening plants off. I can't actually start anything out there, it's too cold. Compost bins we put in this spring. And I decided to do the smaller sunflowers. As you can see, I've got seed heads coming, so within a week they should be blooming. I'll take a picture of those once they are. They're all reds and different colors. They're going to be beautiful. And this is 2 rows of shelling peas for Tony, and these are 20 feet long. And as you can see, there's a zillion peas coming, so that's awesome. So we can never have enough shelling peas in our family. This is where the garlic was, and will eventually be lettuce again for the fall. Another row or 2 of shelling peas here. And then I've got storage onions. These are the Spanish, of course, for 20 feet, and a half row of reds, because we just didn't eat as many last year, so I decided to just do a half row. This is the broccoli that we had. We had 6 and 8 foot inch heads. They were fabulous. This is the cauliflower, still heading off underneath there, and the Brussels sprouts as well. They won't be ready, of course, until the late fall. These are all the plants that I'm going to be planting along the herb garden fence, and they are medicinal and ones that can grow really well up here. And yeah, of course Saskatoon berries, because we can never have enough Saskatoon berries. They're actually really tasty up here. And we have black elderberry, of course, and that kind of stuff. This is my tomato house, even though I didn't do a lot of tomatoes this year. I've got some celery in there in the foreground. It's actually done pretty decently. And I've got one row of peppers that I planted, and they all seem to be doing really good this year. I'm actually getting some good sizes, and hopefully they'll color up, and yeah, that'll be good. And the tomatoes I've got mostly for seed stock. These are the Croatian and Pat Marie's that are mine. Some sad looking celery back there. And then some Bonnie Best just for eating, and some cherry tomatoes down in there. Yep, more cherries in there. Of course, the back side of our garden, which is all wild, wild, wild. And then I've got storage cabbages, the greens and the purple, of course. And they're under the covers to protect them from all of the cabbage butterflies and that sort of thing. And then kohlrabi, which I kind of let get out of control size-wise, but yeah. And I've got 2 rows of peas, my kind, which are the snow peas. And the snap peas on this side, which we've been eating for the last week or so. And then, yeah, lots of those coming still. And I got beets and green onions on the back there. And beans, all the bean flowers, and they're just starting to set beans now. So within a week or 2, we should be eating a tremendous amount of beans. We had romaine lettuce on that side, and then Tony's heading lettuce, iceberg lettuce on this side, which is forming really nicely in there. Carrots, and we're still eating this year's carrots in the fridge, so the storage of these guys was fantastic. In the background there, I've got my corn house. I was 3 weeks late getting it planted, so it hasn't really sized up, but I seem to take care of it nonetheless. And this is strawberry blight. Can't remember if it grows on the island, but it tastes like strawberry, and of course it's fully edible, even the strawberry bits, or the seed heads. Really good nutritionally for you. And then last but not least, my potato patch. These are the Cariboos. I've got 5 different varieties that grow really well here. I'm thinking these ones are just about ready to harvest by looking at the plants. And then the rest of them here, and they're about, I don't know, 3.5 feet tall. And of course a lot of them produced fruit this year. So, yeah. But that's it. That's the yard and the garden, and hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks. Take care.